Hi Gemini, this is Monique with Puissant Ascension, and we're getting ready to look into your money. But first, let's chime. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading's for you. My readings are timeless, so when you find them is when you are meant to find them. A big shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. And for everyone who is liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, donating, and booking your personal readings. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Let's get into it. Ancestors, guides, angels. This reading is for my high vibrational Geminis regarding their money and financial opportunity, Spirit. Give us some clarity on the tasty little treats that are swirling around Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities, and make it clear. Make the message crystal clear, Spirit. Thank you. This is for Gemini. I am starting to think about doing all signs again like I did in the beginning because I do have a bit more time on my hands. So we'll see. Just want to give you guys, share my thoughts and let you know that's something that I may begin to do again since my schedule has changed a bit, okay? All right. For those of you who like the way that sounds, let me know in the comment section which signs I should add first. Like, I'm going to add all the signs, obviously, but, I might trickle them in bit by bit. So, what's your rising? What's your Mars, Mercury, Venus? Should I add that to give you a whole synopsis about the energy surrounding you, depending on what part of the chart those signs reside in? Let me know in the comment section and we'll get to it. All right, enough about that. As we split the deck, we have the Star giving Aquarius energy, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot giving that Cancer energy. This is interesting. I feel like some of you are going to be experiencing a nice bit of recognition. Some of you could have already begun to feel this energy in Cancer season. We are gradually moving into Leo season. Hold up, today's the 21st. Are we now in Leo season? Let me know. I think we are. So a lot of you could have received some sort of recognition in the month of July. For those of you who are awaiting recognition, this could be coming in towards you between now and February of 2026, Gemini. I feel like a lot of you are going to be getting the resources that you need, the respect that you need regarding your money and finances, regarding the industry that you're in. Because with the Five of Pentacles here, some of you have been feeling left out in the cold for quite some time in your industry when it comes to your money. And you're looking around like, okay, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm doing everything that I feel intuitively that I need to be doing, but the T's are not being crossed and the I's are not being dotted. What's going on? So some of you may feel like you're missing something. I want to tell you here, it is not you. You're not missing anything. You've done your due diligence, Gemini. Now's the time to just rest and receive and to allow the information and the opportunities to flow into you. You've done your part. Okay, you're welcome. Anything else, Spirit? This is for Gemini. Regarding their money and financial opportunities. Please and thank you. Make it clear. What can Gemini look forward to, Spirit, regarding their money and financial opportunities, please? We have the Eight of Wands. This is beautiful, giving giving August energy, giving Leo energy. Okay, beautiful. Tell us more. We have the Queen of Swords representing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who I like to call my slice and dice queen, honey. There you are, Gemini. We have Strength, okay, definitely doubling down on that Leo energy. Some of you could have Leo prominently aspected in your birth chart, okay? And then we have the Six of Pentacles. All right, so the energy of giving and receiving. Those of you who have been putting the work in, who have been trusting your intuition, who have been doing your due diligence regarding your career, your money and finances, you are receiving some sort of financial help, financial opportunity here. All right, that's going to feel like a lifesaver. This could happen for some of you in the month of August. Beautiful. I mean, you know, Gemini is especially heavy air and fire, but emphasis on air. I feel like a lot of air signs are ready for their lifeline, and then also specifically Sagittarius's as well. I think Sagittarius might be one of the signs that I add perhaps this week. We'll see how I feel. Sagittarius, Aquarius is what I'm resonating with right now. And then, of course, I'll add the rest because I love all the signs, but other signs are easier for me to get along with. Fire and air signs are more compatible with my energy because I'm fire and air. I feel like when I do readings for water and earth, it does take a bit more of my energy. So that's why I kind of been focusing on Gemini and Libra because it's a bit more less energetically taxing on me. However, I feel like I have a bit more overflow. So this is why I'm thinking about adding the rest of the signs, okay? For clarity. For those of you who were wondering why I only do Gemini and Libra. That's why. Because my energy is precious and I don't just like to give it out, you know, like hotcakes. Anyway. Okay. And then the star at the bottom of the deck. Spirit. Talk to Gemini and talk to Gemini sweetly, shall we? Yeah, Gemini, I feel like you are moving into a time of recognition. I feel like things have been a bit tricky for Gemini specifically. All right, heavy on Gemini, heavy on Libra, heavy on Sagittarius. I'm not going to say it hasn't been difficult for other signs, but I just feel like we've been in a season where things have been turbulent more than we've needed them to be, or more than we've needed the turbulence to be. So now we're moving into more of a calmer energy, fingers crossed, toes crossed, okay? And with the star as your overall energy, Gemini, I love this because for me, I feel like this is putting you into a position of power, giving you the recognition that you deserve and desire after a long time of not really getting your recognition, not really getting your financial payouts, putting in a lot of work, but not really being recognized properly for your work, Gemini. So I feel like that is old energy that's being pushed out so that this new energy of recognition is coming in for you. And not only recognition, but money as well, right? Because they complement each other. Yes, it's nice to get a compliment. Yes, it's nice to get an award. But the award is even better when it comes with a check. Exactly. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, again, there's that offer looming, waiting in the wings for you. Okay? And then we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like with the Five of Wands, there could have been some tricky times, right? Again, that cat fight energy. That's what I like to call my Five of Wands card, the cat fight card. So there could have been some tricky times for you, Gemini, where you've had people against you for whatever reason, jealousy, envy, whatever, right? But again, I feel like a lot of you are moving out of this energy and being catapulted to a position of power and status with the star. All right, and there is an offer coming in towards you with the Page of Pentacles. With the Magician here, I love this because this is Gemini energy. This is Spirit saying, hey, Gemini, you have all the tools in your arsenal to do the things you need to do in this world. All right, we have the Ten of Swords, and then we have the King of Cups, counter Pisces, Scorpio energy, who I like to call emotional daddy. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you have put an end to dealing with or tolerating emotional people's shenanigans. All right. And good for you. You know, keep your boundaries high. Just because someone around you is emotional doesn't mean you have to take on their energy. Now, if you are empathic, like I am, you kind of feel everything, you have to protect your energy because, you know, the sad, sappy energy will latch onto you like a bad habit if you're not careful with with protecting your energy. So if you are around people who like to sulk, if you are around people whose woe is me, who's whiny and cryy, call your energy back when you leave them. Call it back cleansed, charged, and abundant in every possible and prosperous way. Okay? Because you don't want that latching onto you and dragging you down to the depths of hell where they live. Right? Exactly. Again, with the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Strength, Six of Pentacles, there's an opportunity coming between now and August that's really going to light you up, that's really going to line your pockets as well, Gemini. All right? So look out for it. Okay? And in the comment section, I see a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Don't wait. Receive, accept, know that the opportunities, the seeds that you've planted are now beginning to blossom, because waiting is only going to perpetuate more waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. Okay, you're going to see more wait. All right? So when there's times where you need to take inspired action, take the action. If there's a time where you need to rest and recalibrate, rest and recalibrate. Listen to yourself. When you listen to these tarot readings, whether it's from me or the millions of others that are out there giving you the energy that's surrounding you, this is for you to have. It's like a map, okay? MapQuest for those of you who are old school. It's MapQuest. It gives you the directions. You don't have to go in the direction that MapQuest is leading you to, but it's giving you the direction if you decide to take it. So this energy here that we're feeling, these are energies that are swirling around you. Do you have to abide by the flow? No, you don't. You can resist it. You can be sad. You can self-sabotage, and you can miss it. Or you can flow with the current, find your way, find your fit, and move closer and closer towards your abundance. I hope that makes sense. Let's clarify. Tell us more, Spirit. This is for Gemini. This is for Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities. All right, Eight of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. Again, we saw this earlier, that offer coming in towards you. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. What is the outcome, please, Spirit? Some of you are getting an offer from a higher up, all right? Others of you are releasing burden. You know, the place that some of you may have felt where you were robbing Peter to pay Paul. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp in the microphone. Excuse me. But letting go of the Ten of Wands energy where you're, you know, may have been waiting for things to happen, right? Money might have been trickling in slow and steady, right? Not really being able to save, because when you receive money, it goes out just as fast as you've received it. I feel like those times are coming to a close for you, and abundance is coming in towards you, especially with this offer that's coming in towards you here with the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles. Some of you could be offered this Hierophant position, so some sort of promotion even. Right? Page of Swords, the outcome. Yeah, so some of you do have people watching and lurking in the backgrounds, perhaps people that you've turned your back on, that you've left alone because you've outgrown one another, right? Exactly. And good for you. You got to do what's best for you here with the Eight of Cups. Queen of Swords, clarify the Queen of Swords, Spirit, for Gemini. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, okay. You, Spirit, you better speak Gemini's language, and you better speak it fluently. Thank you, with the Ten of Pentacles. I know that's right. Yes, Spirit. Speak it, and speak it clearly. With the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, wow. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. Wow, Gemini. Wow. You're finally getting your justice. The Justice card isn't here, but this is the energy that I'm feeling. Like things are finally catching up. It's like your money's catching up. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting yourself out there. You've been doing your due diligence. You've been doing your part. and you feel like at every turn you are getting stonewalled, right? No more, not anymore. You're finally receiving the recognition. You're finally receiving the opportunities. You're finally receiving the money, okay? And this was a slow and steady trip, wasn't it, with the Knight of Pentacles? But the money that you're receiving, the opportunity that you're receiving that's really going to line your pockets is an opportunity of a lifetime, is a financial windfall of a lifetime. For a lot of you, this could be coming in when you least expect it, between now and March, okay? And for a lot of you, this is a wish fulfillment, a wish being fulfilled. Beautiful, Gemini. It's a long time coming, right? For those of you who've been watching me consistently for years, you know, this has been the theme, right? All I can do is read the energies. I definitely manipulate the energies surrounding me the best that I can with meditation, with subliminals, with EFT tapping. That's the best way to manipulate the energies around you, because you start with you first. And when you start with you, the energy around you obeys. All right, if that makes sense. So this is why I'm always talking about starting with yourself, right? Healing yourself, doing the inner work within yourself, because that's how you manipulate the energies around you, okay? And it's not easy. Let me be clear, especially when you have old habits creeping up, old ways of thinking, old programs coming up, sabotaging you, right? i.e. self-sabotage. It's not an easy thing. But it does get easier as time progresses and when you are consistent. Again, meditation, subliminals, affirmations, EFT tapping, therapy, hypnotherapy, all these tools at your fingertips to help you become a better version of yourself. Strength, clarify strength, Spirit. Look at that. The Fool, Aries energy, a new beginning. Beautiful. Tell us more. Okay, contractual agreements coming in with the Three of Pentacles. Collaborations here with the Three of Pentacles, Gemini. The Hermit, Virgo energy. Yeah, a lot of you could be coming out of hermit mode, or you felt like you were forced into some sort of hermit mode by the universe, by your higher self, by your team, right? Because there were some things that you needed to work on internally so that you would be ready for this next chapter. King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, who I like to call Big Zaddy Coin. Some of you could have strong Virgo placements in your chart. You could be dealing with a Virgo. This is what I'll say for the people who may not have a lot of strong Virgo aspects in your chart. If you are dealing with a Virgo as an air sign, specifically if you're a Gemini, Virgos are ruled by Mercury, okay? They're the opposite end of Mercury, okay? We're the fun side of Mercury, Geminis, right? Virgo's the more serious side, the more pessimistic side of Mercury, unfortunately. So Geminis get the fun side of Mercury, curiosity, right? All of the information pouring into us easily and effortlessly, right? We get the fun side. They get more of the analytical, pessimistic side, unfortunately. So if you are dealing with a Virgo, make sure that you have strong boundaries, because dealing with Virgos aren't for the weak, okay? They like to nitpick, they like to battle, they like to fuss, they like to fight. So if you are dealing with the Virgo, make sure you're dealing with somebody who is mentally, emotionally, and spiritually mature and sound, because the worst basket case that you want to deal with would be a Virgo basket case. They're the worst. How do I know? I have them in my family and they're a hot mess. Would not recommend. But if you meet a well-balanced Virgo who has their head on straight, who understands the bigger, grander scheme, who understands how to take accountability and check themselves, then you're golden, okay? I put that out there for someone. Some of you need to hear that, because I feel like you could be working with the Virgo, dealing with the Virgo. I don't necessarily deal with Virgos one-on-one like that because they annoy me. Yeah, they're better from a distance, in my opinion, but some of you may have really good rapport with Virgos. Every time I meet a Virgo, they try to, like, not dominate, but they like to, like, argue, and I'm not an arguer. Like, to me, it's a waste of time. What am I going to argue for? It doesn't benefit me. Am I getting paid to argue with you or debate? Like, I don't care. But they love that shit. And for me, I'm like, get out my face before I knock your lights out. That's me. I'm just going to resort to violence. No, I'm just kidding. I'm serious, though. I'm serious and I'm kidding. That's the Gemini way. We can be everything at once because that's how cool we are. Anyway, that segue was for somebody. We have the 9 of Pentacles with the 6 of... Wow. Some of you are getting a really good offer here. Okay, moving into 2026. The 9 of Swords, Worrywart energy. Okay, the Empress. The 8 of Wands again. And the Page of Cups. Huh. Spirit, why is the 9 of Swords here for Gemini? Oh, someone's in their head about a romantic situation with the Lovers, Gemini energy, the Wheel of Fortune. What is this offer with the Page of Cups that's coming in for Gemini, Spirit? The 4 of Wands. So some of you could be having someone ask you to move in, and you could be worried about this. This is my thing. If you're going to move in with anybody, just make sure that it benefits you, right? Ideally, you want the situation to benefit the both of you, right? But for you, if I'm talking to the person who's being asked to move in, make sure it benefits you. Okay, make sure that you're not getting the short end of the stick. All right? Exactly. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands, giving that Sagittarius, Virgo energy as well. Yeah. Spirit is telling you, Gemini, to, again, protect your peace, protect your energy. All right? You could be around a lot of draining people. Okay? So protect your peace, protect your energy. Overall, it looks like you're moving into a very prosperous and abundant time. So, I mean, bask in the energy of abundance. What can I say? This is beautiful. Right? Anything else, Spirit, for Gemini? And look, Gemini, if this reading resonates for you and you like my style, you like my reading style, feel free to book your personal reading. The link to my website is in the description. I have several different offers, several different price points. I have a new one that I posted up recently. It's called a Quick Fix. And I believe that one's going for $75. So, you know, if you want something a little less expensive compared to what else I have on my site, you can book that, get a quick fix, feel my energy, and go from there, right? Get a quick energy of what's surrounding you and things of that sort, how to utilize the energy around you, and go from there, right? If you want more of a lengthy reading, all right, that's, you know, you scroll a bit further down on my website and find what fits you there. There's love, there's general, and there's money, and then there's a little something in between. So just find out where you fit, people, okay? The link to my website is in the description. Spirit, anything else? Gears, money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, building, team, taking time off, security. We have award, winning money, payoff for effort, recognition, advancement, professional work, fame. Look at that. So some of you are definitely getting an award, getting rewarded for your effort, right? Getting recognition here. I mean, beautiful. Anything else you want to say, Spirit, to Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities? We have success. We have a time frame of months, 90 days, 12 months, 2 months, 4 months, 30 days, 1 month, okay? So we have a time frame. Emotional instability. Self-regulate, meditate, relax. Yes. And then we have luxury. All right. Bottom of the deck. Pessimistic, cynical, gloomy, defeatist, bleak, downbeat. Yeah. I feel like some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Somebody who's like very self-critical and therefore critical of others. Pessimistic. Ugh, my worst type of people. I don't like people like that. Like, just live your life and let other people live their lives. And if you're pessimistic, just go hide in a corner somewhere in the freaking forest like a fucking hermit. You know, like, why be in public around people who are joyfully living their lives gleefully and you're walking around like a freaking turd? Disgusting, right? Exactly. So if you guys have people like this around you, create some space. Like I said, I have family members that have this type of energy, which is so annoying. It's just like, why are you even here on earth if this is your whole vibe? Like, be gone. Like, do something productive or fuck off, you know? Like, you know what I mean? It's just weird. But then again, you know, I can only speak from my experience. I'm not a pessimistic person. Can I be a little snappy? Yeah, but it's fun. Pessimistic? No, I've always been optimistic. But then again, I do have a Sagittarius stellium. So there's that, right? And not everybody's like that, and that's okay. But look, I don't like pessimistic people. They piss me off. And I don't like that. It's weird. Anything else, Spirit? Sorry, I'm being very judgy right now. It's just, you know, pessimistic people, like, they bring down your energy. They bring down your morale, especially when you're a bubbly little snowflake like me. Like, get away from me. Go find your tribe of pessimistic people. Don't be around me, honey, because I'm going to curse you out with the quickness and then get back to my happy bubble like that, because I'm a Gemini and we go from 0 to 100 and then back to 0 with ease. We have resistance, the number 22. Tell us more. This is for Gemini regarding their money. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I just feel like when you're around pessimistic people for long periods of time, and let's say you're a naturally bubbly person, or maybe you're a pessimistic person as well, it just chips at your happiness slowly. Maybe that's what they're here to do, to bring down the energy, but I don't tolerate that shit. As soon as you start complaining and being bitchy and weird and mean, I'm gonna tell you about yourself, and then I'm gonna cut you off. Because who wants to be around that? It's nasty. I'm gonna be around that shit. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, for the lovebirds out there. Now, I'm not saying you have to walk around skipping to the tulip pie in the sky. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying honor your personality. If you're naturally an optimistic person, then great, be that. If you're naturally pessimistic, people are not gonna wanna be around you. It's so weird because nowadays people don't want to be around like bubbly people, but I think that's like fake bubbly. But I don't know. Is there a way to be fake bubbly? Because people be thinking I'm fake, and I'm like, I'm just bubbly, honey. This is not fake. So I don't know. I guess it depends on your perception. I don't know. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah. Pessimistic people tend to think that I'm fake. And I'm like, of course you think I'm fake, bitch. You're pessimistic. You're angry and you're bitter. Of course you're going to think I'm fake because you're mad all the time, and I'm not. So of course you're going to be like, oh, you're fake. Why? Because you can never be happy? You think somebody who's naturally happy and optimistic is fake? Fuck off. And go, I was going to say something very derogatory, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a good girl today. I'm trying to be, at least. Self-sabotage, number 24. Yeah, I feel like... For those of you who are dealing with this Virgo person, I think it's romantic. And I feel like this person is chipping at your energy. So you're going to have to release that. Because this is a form of self-sabotage. Honestly. Because if you're around someone who is making you feel sad or making you feel frustrated and you continuously are around them, that's either low self-esteem. That's low self-esteem and self-sabotage, honey. I hate to break it to you. So let that go. Release it, because no, you can do better than that. And then calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. Anything else? But then again, now that I think about it, I can understand why people would think that my personality is fake, because when I'm out in the wild, I rarely meet bubbly people like me. And for those of you who watch my channel, you know I'm bubbly and upbeat, but I can also curse you out real quick too, if I need to. If I'm brought to that level, I can find you where you're at and I can match you. But I like vibing the way that I vibe naturally, but I'm not afraid to get in somebody's ass real quick. I'm not afraid of that. So I think that shocks some people, because I think that like when you're super bubbly and friendly, people think you're a people pleaser. But when you're me, and you just don't give a fuck, you're just bubbly, but you don't give a fuck, that's like, you're not a people pleaser, but you are high vibe. You like to laugh and be bubbly and chill, but you also know how to come down to the gutter too, if need be. So what do you call that? Somebody let me know in the comment section, because I don't meet a lot of people like me. I don't. So, and when I do, I'm so happy when I meet people that are like me out in the wild. Like online, people like me are everywhere, but I mean like in my, you know, regular life, I rarely meet bubbly people like me. Almost never. So, what's it called? When you're bubbly, you're optimistic, but you can also get down with the get down if you need to. I think that's called boundaries, isn't it? Let me know in the comment section. Is there a word for it? Yeah. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Okay, all right. Ask your angels. Okay, all right, look. So Gemini, overall, right, beyond and besides all my little segues, I feel like a lot of you are moving into a time of receiving the recognition that you deserve and desire, right? This does come with money. This does come with new opportunities. A lot of you are blossoming. A lot of you are meeting your successful era, all right? Spirit just wants you to trust your intuition more, commune with your spirit team. For those of you who are single as a Pringle, ready to mingle, you could be meeting someone new. This person could have Aquarius placements in their chart specifically, all right? Libra, Taurus energy as well, Pisces. So find out where you fit. And again, if you do want a personal reading, the link to my website's in the description. Oh, look what came out. The star. Are you guys able to see that? The star again. Beautiful. We have inspire. We have miracle, and then we have a penny, 1994. So some of you could have been born in 1994. That could be a significant year for you. What happened for you in 1994? Were you just being birthed into this world? Did something, you know, big and serious happen? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.